Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of a Dairyman's Diary. My name is Will. We are here in GWENDDWR and we are cracking along nicely. Actually, we've started our harvest. We're in the combine, and although it looks like the heavens are about to descend on us, we're not actually due any rain today. So we started about we decided to get the combine moving about an hour and a half ago. Pulled it in from the shed, and then the grey clouds kind of suddenly appeared. Now what we're expecting is for those just to kind of blow on past there. It's nice and warm still at the moment. There's a cool breeze in the air as well, so we're really not expecting that to continue, so we'll have to wait and see. Typically though, with my luck here, whenever we do bring out the combine, the rain clouds do descend, so that's kind of part of the course for me. That being said though, we're getting going. We've got the first headland knocked off this smallish field here of spring barley. We've got this one here, and there's a gate in the corner going through to the recently purchased block of land as well. Both spring barley, both a variety called Westminster. What we're going to be looking into today, we're going to get both these harvested. We often we use this variety called Westminster. It's not the biggest yielding variety, we could get more, but the straw is very good that comes off the back. So typically we make all of our majority of our cereal crop purely for the straw aspect of it anyway. As a livestock farm, we do depend heavily on the fodder we can get off our cereal crops. So that's why we're bringing in Westminster again, but it's a crop that does as well. It's a very resistant crop. It doesn't have many issues with pests or kind of any herbicide issues. So yeah, so it's all good. We're not expecting a great yield off here at all, but like I say, there's a little bit of greenery coming through the bottom which we had to spray off. We sprayed that off about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it's kind of looking all good there. We just got to get this done. Weather has been great today. It's been very nice and dry for the last 2 days really, which was surprising to see this big cloud come in. But like I say, hopefully that's going to blow on past and we'll be able to keep going. Shouldn't be too difficult at all. But yeah, lots for us to do. We have a couple of probably about 60 acres of spring wheat to run it as well down by Dad's yard. That's not quite ready yet, so we're going to get these 2 fields done today. As long as it doesn't rain today, we should be good to kind of tuck into the rest of it tomorrow, hopefully. If it stays nice and dry, at least for the most part today. I should see us continuing there, but yeah, we're not going at any great pace here, but the old girl is just trundling through this field nicely, and we'll get this all done today. And then it's currently about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 3:30. So we'll probably get this little field finished. We'll get into the next door field as well, before we have to think about taking off before the dampness comes in. Really, we have to go and make sure the milking goes well. So we can only get so much done. Milking does always take a priority, but we'll probably get the headlands knocked off that field next door as well, and then I'll be happy if we get that done. But otherwise, everything seems to be running well. Combine was all serviced up, as you know. We checked on it before. It's all looking good. Flew straight into action here, not a problem at all, so that's always great news. Yeah, we're just gonna hope to get this all knocked down. We're not going too quickly here. The combine's managing it at a very good speed, and we'll see how we go moving forward. No one's on carton for me at the moment because we're just gonna take it around the corner to the grain store there, so it's not too far at all. We have Howie out there. He is currently knocking down some more second cut, so he's working on the grass side of things still. Dad is doing some pottering on over at his yard, and then yeah, Craig is working with the cattle as always. But as you can see, I think that was the buzzer for letting me know I'm about halfway. I feel 25% of the tank, so it's really not filling the tank up a great deal at all. But yeah, we'll get this field done in no time. It's always nice to start in a smaller field like this, just to work out any problems if there are any. But right now, combine's coming through well. The trash has all been burnt off in the bottom there. There's not much grass coming through here. It's really helped reduce the moisture down as well. So it's come through quite nicely. And yeah, we'll get this all finished up. And if it stays nice and warm and dry today, we might even look to get this baled up tomorrow, I should think. Which should be easy for us to do. Really not. The straw looks quite thick actually, which is always very good. It's exactly what we want to see. And hopefully we've got another load of straw coming over from a little bit further north in the UK, in England there, sorry, just over the border. So we'll hope to see if that's going to arrive tomorrow. We'll have to get that unloaded, but yeah, we're really going to start filling up our shed space down at this yard, which is good news. It's what we always want to see. But yeah, we'll get this done. And what we're going to do, likely just going to get these headlands finished off there. We'll come back to you and just see how it's all looking in just a little while. And hopefully we'll get this field all finished up. Whichever way you cut it, that doesn't look pretty. I think it's blowing past. If I look this way, it's looking alright. So I think I'll continue to look over there for the most part. We've got our headlands knocked off here. We just finished emptying the tank again. As you can see, there's a fair whack of straw here. Not looking too bad at all. It's nice and light. It probably just wants a bit of a breeze through it. It could bail up today, realistically, but we'll leave it down for another day, assuming that we're not supposed to get this rain. But yeah, we're going to get this little block done, and then we're all kind of looking good. Just did a moisture check there. We're coming in at about 16%, which is not too bad. Typically, this is the grain itself goes away for animal feed, so it doesn't need to be much lower than 16%. Likely they could probably take it there and just tickle it through a dryer for us. We don't have drying facilities here, so we're just going to dump it straight into our grain store and leave it there, see what they want to do. But yeah, we'll get ourselves all set back up and running here. There we go. And there we go, yeah, so this little block here should not take us too long to do at all, really. There's not a lot to it. So we're just going to get this all rattled out. Frustrating thing is, it's going to take us a good 25 minutes to get through the gate over there and start in the next field. So I think we should probably get all this field into the tank before we have to, or into the trailer load, sorry, before I have to empty. So we'll do that, we'll go and get this all emptied out, and then, yeah, we'll get it swapped over there. Field next door is probably about twice the size of this one, if not a little bit bigger. So yeah, we won't get that all done today at all, like I mentioned, but it'd be good just to get a good start on it for sure. And see how we go. We don't have a great deal in total. We're only looking at about 125 acres, I think, this year. That includes a field of maize, so there's really not a lot to get at. So we'll just get this all done. We'll take our time. I put 4 headlands in. I see a lot of people these days just put 3 in, but they typically use a much more modern combine, which is just a little bit more nimble. This one is a little tough and a bit numb sometimes. So even as you can see there, even turning around to get back in line for the is a little bit tough, but it does the job. We don't need anything bigger at all. We certainly can't afford anything else, so we'll stick with this one and we'll just get this field wrapped out. And then yeah, slow and steady wins the race with the old machines. But yeah, it would be silly for us to look at anything else really. If we ever got rid of this machine, the next step would be to just get a contractor in to do the last all 100 or so acres of our cereal crops there, so it doesn't take too long. But yeah, it's still working well. We've had this for a long time, and it continues to work well as long as we look after it, which we try and do. So yeah, we'll just keep that going. Loop it around in kind of a big light bulb turn. For the bigger fields, I do start to take a block out the middle, and I do kind of work blocks at a time, but this field's so small, what we'll start to do now, I think, when we get to the top, is coming down that far side there. I should keep it all a nice and easy turn. We got the air conditioning working in here finally. That was the one thing that was struggling with us. Couldn't quite get it all to tick over as we wanted. But we did in the end, so that's a relief because it's really sticky today. Considering we are in the end of August here, it is a really sticky day. So maybe that's why the clouds are falling. Maybe we could actually see a storm coming here at some point, but I hope not. I certainly don't want it yet. So how are you all anyway? I hope you're doing very well today. Thank you for watching and consuming my content. I really do appreciate it all. And welcome to all of the new subscribers. Thank you ever so much for subscribing to Simulation for the Nation. It does keep me abreast of what's going on there. So it's always great to hear that you're enjoying the content and you're sticking by it. If you are new, don't forget to let us know where you're watching from. I try when if I'm in any of my vehicle cabs for a given period of time, I will always try to, we're just going to square it off down there. I'll always try to kind of keep in touch with what's going on YouTube there and see who's watching and from where. So welcome along if you are new. We'll just pick up a little bit of straw here. We're going to square this edge off. Okay, and so what we're going to do, we're going to keep on pushing on. We'll get all of this this field knocked out. Like I said, that trailer is sufficiently big enough that we can get everything into one load. Like there's only just a little block left now anyway, so we'll get that all done. And then it's going to be a bit of a quick move into next door. I was debating whether it was worth going back around the road to go in, because the gate at the other end's a little wider, but we'll just stay in here and go through that gate in the corner there, I think. Shouldn't take us too long. And then, yeah, we'll get this all figured out. So what we'll do for now is we'll just get this all rattled up here, get this block finished off, and then we'll come back to you when we're moving next door. Alright, then for the first time we're going to be dumping into these grain stores here. We are about 90% full in this trailer, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, so we're going to stick it into here for now, where I'll likely stay here for the foreseeable. We still haven't collected that grain pusher actually, we need to go and get that for the JCB as soon as we can. But yeah, what we'll do is stick this all into here for now. We'll get this all pushed back when we can. We should get all of our winter barley into here without any issue, I should imagine. Looks like that's us done. Perfect stuff. Okay, and away we go. So I've parked the combine up, but then we need to go just knock off the header. Just jump onto drop the trailer off as well, because the header was the wrong way against the hedge, so I couldn't put it on. But we'll get that all set up, and then yeah, a quick move through the field. It brightened up for a second there, before promptly looking overcast. It looks like it's almost raining over there actually. The magic of a rain machine that is a class combine. We'll do that every time. So what I think we'll do, we'll just drop off the trailer here. Get everything hooked here properly, that's lovely. And then yeah, we can just go and pull out the header trailer, we'll get that dropped off and push through the gate there quickly. The problem with the fields around here, if we had like 100 acres, one field that was 100 acres long, with our combine it'd probably take us a couple of days, we'll get that wrapped out. But yeah, because you gotta stop and start and move all the time, it always takes so much longer. Okay, so this shouldn't take too long just to disconnect. We'll move across into the next field there. Don't have to worry about cleaning anything off. We are going into the exact same variety. It's going to get tipped in the same spot as well, so it's really not going to make any difference that way. Let's just see. Leave it there. Do is try and get this lined up properly on our own. I think that's about it there. Okay. Perfect, there we go. So just like that, we're just gonna roll on up to the next gate there. We'll get this unhooked. And we move on in, just like that. There's one field down there, which is great to see. It's clearing up a little bit, the blue skies are breaking through, so we shouldn't have a problem with continuing. What I will do though is just run over here and get this gate opened up. As you can see, where this field is a little bit bigger, we're probably going to go up and down the slope there right now. You can see the wheat fields in the distance there are almost ready to go as well. Good thick looking crop here though, lots of straw, which is always what we want to see. Very little green trash in the bottom as well, so that's fantastic news. What I'm likely going to do is pull the Ford through here and just park it across the entrance. That should allow us to get going there. And onwards we go. So we're going to get this all set up here and get everything up and running properly. It shouldn't take us too long, and we'll get this get a couple of headlands knocked off here. For now though, we're going to leave it here as we get everything set up. Make sure I get through here without hitting the dividers. Trying to trample on as little crop as possible. Should be good there. Okay, no, I want to go back a bit more there. That's not going to work. Perfect, that'll do it. So yeah, as I say, we will leave it here. Thank you ever so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Simulation for the Nation, who continues to support me with my blogs. And we will see you in the next one. Until next time though, do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing as always, but most importantly, happy farming.